My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. This is a quote from John F. Kennedy inaugural address. I believe that Kennedy was telling his people at his time that it's time for them to get off their couch and do something about their lives, to make their life a better place, to make their country a better place. My specific purpose of the speech is to persuade fellow Americans to join the military regardless of which branch of service. As Americans, we should care about this because it can provide a stable life. In joining, it can provide a sense of purpose and provide service and protection to our country and family and loved ones. I have knowledge of this, not because my family have joined and some have retired from the armed forces, and I will be joining next year. Go Army. Go America. Okay, I've gotten years of knowledge of the armed forces and learned to love it. Even though both my mother and father has retired from the Army and my uncle retired from the Marines, I have knowledge of this because as I was traveling through bases, people came to me because I was young, you should join Marines, National Guard, Coast Guard, Marines. So I definitely have knowledge of this, okay? And also, since you might think, oh, that's old, your parents retired, everybody retired. My first cousin is in the Army Reserve, so he knows. Okay, today I will be talking to my fellow Americans about the problems and some of the solutions to those problems. The first problem is that the first two problems are the misconceptions that you are most likely to die in combat situations or you will develop PTSD. Here are the facts. 70% of adults in the U.S. have experienced some traumatic events, and that 20% will develop PTSD. Just citizens. Women are more likely to develop PTSD than compared to men. In combat veterans, it's 10 to 30%, so slightly more. Okay, actually, it really is less. 17% combat troops are women. This is just from the people who were sent to war. It's no more than 30%, and no more than 70% of troops are women. Only 20% deployed in the past 6 years have developed PTSD. This is according to HealMyPTSD.com. In Iraq and Afghanistan, it's about 7,144 people have died since 2001, according to statisticsbrain.com. The Army trains soldiers on how to overcome situations and protect themselves in, military fashioned ways. None of the branches will ever want you to die and will not equip you to survive in difficult situations. Most of your vital training will be given to you in the first 3 months, which we call it basic training. And the other is AIT, which train you how you do your job in the court, and they will provide you more courses and training as you continue on your military career. The third thing is there's no job that I want to do in the military. So let me just tell you what the Army, which is the biggest branch, can provide for you job-wise. 11 are administrative support, 7 in arts and media, 24 in compact jobs, 21 computer and technology, 21 construction and engineering, 35 in intelligence and compact support, 7 in legal and law enforcement, 28 in mechanics, 24 in medical and emergencies, 35 in transport and aviation, and that's just the Army. Air Force has different things. They're more intellectual. Marines have different things. Coast Guard got completely different jobs, okay? And etc. there's a job for you, okay? And that information was provided to me by themilitary.com. My purpose was to persuade fellow Americans to join the military. I have addressed the problems, and some of the solutions was provided for you. And I will leave you from a quote from, again, John F. Kennedy inaugural address, because I believe that is the best address, especially for this time. We dare not forget today that we are heirs of the first revolution. Let the word go forth from time and place to friend and foe alike, that the torch has been passed to the new generation of Americans born to this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of the human rights in which this nation has always been committed, and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. And let every nation know, whether it wish us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty. Thank you. Bye-bye.